Follow me, I'm standing on the border of everything. Listen close, can you hear the spirit sing? Lost messages from long ago. Before, see lurking around every turn. Trust your feelings, got to live and learn. I know someone that'll make it through. Got no other options, all you will need to do.
Oh yeah, people of the land known as cyberspace land. How are all of you doing today? It's such a pleasure to see you all here on this fine day of the week. What is going on, Combos Animator? How are you doing? Emmanuel, Will, I think that's all you guys. How are you doing today? Anybody and any of the lurkers out there, hopefully all of you are doing fantastic on today.
Will has been a member for 9 months. They said, "Oh, Kemta Wayocho me, yes, poor horror." Still can't get over that, bro. Happy 9 months, MK Fleet. Let's freaking go.
Man, Will, thank you for that 9 months. That's absolutely insanity. Absolute insanity to me that is a thing that anyone would be a member on this channel. But for 9 months, that's crazy. That's absolute insanity. So again, as always, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that support. It means a great deal to me. Yes, Will, you're very good at breaking Clabot. I never originally thought that I was going to have to do some kind of language detection, but that might have to be a thing. I'll have to think about that. That might be a whole nother version upgrade for Clabot. That might bump him up to version 2. Well, I don't even know if I would consider him version 1 right now, but you know, it is what it is. Woo! It's been you might be opening a new can of worms for me. I aim to please. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of pleasing, I mean, you know, what if I just never showed up and I just had all this music on a loop for the next 3 hours? I mean, or we could just watch old music that I did. I don't think. Trying to think, you know, the last stream we went totally off the rails. And I can't quite remember exactly if there's something that I didn't play for you guys. Nothing necessarily that I would want you guys to see that is of any kind of quality whatsoever. But yeah, we went totally off the rails, and it was fine. It was totally fine. Let's see. There was something else I was going to say. There's something else I was going to say, and I cannot remember what it was. But since I can't remember what it was, we're just going to move right along. So, the past 2 weeks. That a whole lot has occurred over the past 2 weeks. I have been so stupid busy, and I've been traveling and all kinds of stuff. This past week, last Wednesday, I was traveling back home. And it was just total and complete chaos trying to get back home. It was quite the ordeal. Let's just say that. I went to bed Tuesday night, and everything was great. Everything was all in order, and we were good to go. And I woke up Wednesday morning to actual living, breathing chaos, and my flight had been rebooked, and I didn't have any seats on the flight, so it was like, I was on the flight, but I didn't have a seat on the flight, so it was this whole thing. And then I was supposed to go to the gate agent to get a seat, and then I went to where the gate agent was supposed to be, and there was no gate agent there until literally boarding was 2 minutes away. And so she showed up. There was some like weird scheduling thing, and so she was late to show up, and then so she got there, and then there were all these people that were just livid. There was this one lady that was just swearing cusses up, down, and left and right at this woman, but she had one of the best like customer service poker faces I have ever seen in my life. Like she just threw up a wall at this woman. Like she told her what was up. And what she was business. She was making the thing happen. So anyway, long story short, I got on the flight. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this whole extravaganza of me traveling home, but yeah, Emmanuel, I do normally like driving, but this is an audio thing that I do through another company, and this was literally on the other side of the country. In California, so it would not be and they pay for the flights and everything, and so yeah, but anyway, so let's see what happened after that. Got on the plane, everybody was on the plane, everything's good to go, and then apparently somebody got sick on the back of the plane, and then they spent like 25-30 minutes trying to figure out whether or not they should pull this person off of the plane. So they just delayed the flight by 30 minutes. It was very strange. It was just very strange. Everybody was very confused about what was going on. So get to the next airport for my connecting flight, and there's a storm there, and so we can't land, and so we're just circling the airport for literally about 30 to 45 minutes. Finally get off there and then get on the next flight. It's the whole situation where I don't have a seat, but I meet with the gate agent who's actually there, and I get a seat, and then we're good to go. I actually have a little bit of time to get some food and just sit down and try and catch my breath for a moment. So did that, get on this plane, get home, and wait for my checked baggage, and it is nowhere to be found. It's totally and completely MIA. So my bag got lost in the whole process of all this chaos, which is funny. It's funny because when I was waiting for my connecting flight in Detroit, I actually got a notification that my bag had made it to its final destination, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. But it hadn't. Spoilers, it had not. But they did get the bag to me the very next day. So I was straight up shooketh that they got my bag to me as quickly as they did. It was actually crazy. I was blown away. I was fully expecting it to be MIA for a week and it to show up like the package, like at the beginning of Ace Ventura when he delivers that package, and it is just totally and completely destroyed. I fully expected it to look like that when I got it, but they got it the very next day, and it was just fine. It had a bazillion stickers on it and barcodes and all that stuff, but it made it home very quickly. So that was good. I was very, Very happy about that. Michael K Goes Home, the movie. It's, yeah. I mean, like, I experienced quite a few things on that travel home, and actually, I've never had like any crazy situations flying or getting home or anything like that. So basically, I experienced like all of them in one day. And so, like, by the time I realized that my bag was just in the ether somewhere, it was just hilarious. It was just funny at that point. And I just told them, and I went home, and I went to bed. So, yeah. I wound up getting home. I was supposed to be home at like 5:55 or something like that, and I got home at about midnight. So, but I got home. There was no... The only thing I did not encounter was any kind of like, I got to go to a hotel and stay somewhere, all that junk. So thankful, very thankful that did not happen. But anyway, here we are, and I'm very pleased this week to finally be back in the normalcy of things, and currently working very hard on the next song. I'm not going to tell you guys just yet what it is, but you'll find out very soon. Hopefully the song will be done by the end of this week, and then the video will be done for next weekend, for release next Saturday. I believe that's the 13th. Yeah, the 13th, July 13th. So be on the lookout for that. Members, you guys are going to get a video tomorrow, a prod vlog tomorrow, where I'm going to talk a little bit more about some of that stuff. So you guys be on the lookout for that and all the things. Mike MK sees the stickers on his back. Hey. Yes. Was got stranded in Central America with a canceled flight. 5 airports, 21 hours later. Oh, yikes. Mega yikes. Ultra mega yikes. Yes, combos. This is a shocker. This is an absolute shocker, but it is going to be a chip metal song. This one, this song goes hard. Let's just say that. The song goes hard. So, and it's a bit of a longer song. I feel like normally the songs I do, and this isn't by design or anything, they just all typically end up being about 3 to 3.5 minutes long. This one's about 5 minutes long. So, so it's a bit of a longer song, but there are lots of really cool parts in it. It's from a game that I played earlier this year, and Will, I wasn't going to give any spoilers, but you got it. I don't know how you guessed that, and I don't know. I have no idea. It's crazy. It's Macarena from Samba de Amigo on the Sega Dreamcast. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, so what are we doing today? We are playing a video game. I talked about this at the end of the stream last week, and I just remembered, like, yesterday that this is what I was doing. So, we're playing Sonic Chaos. Yeah, there we go. Sonic Chaos on the Sega Master System. So, the story with this is a European game, a game that was only released in PAL territories, and I don't think there's a Japanese version. I'm pretty sure it's just a European thing. This game is it's a Game Gear game. So Game Gear is, like, for those of you who don't know, is like Sega's Game Boy. It's like it was their handheld system back in the 90s, and Sonic Chaos was a Game Gear game. And it's an 8-bit kind of console like the NES. But portable and with color screens. But anyway, the Master System did not do very well in the US. It did pretty great in Europe, so they actually released a lot of Game Gear games on the Master System because it's very similar hardware. They were able to port those games over to the Master System very easily, and that's that. And so they did that with Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic Chaos, all of these being Game Gear games. And I've been wanting to play this one for a while. I've actually never played this on the Game Gear. It's been one of those, I remember seeing it in magazines as a kid, and I always wanted to play it. So here we are, finally doing the thing and actually playing the home console port of it. I don't know what possessed me to buy this. Normally I don't really go to eBay to buy games. I like to kind of find them out in the wild, like I'm some kind of hunter or something. I don't know. It's a little strange. But yeah, I went to eBay for this one and got a pretty good deal on it. So yeah, picked that up a little while ago, and here we are doing the thing. So let's hurl ourselves into this video game. I believe all the things are set up to do exactly what they need to do. Let me reposition my microphone. Doing the thing little Mikey wanted to play his lifelong dream. That is exactly right. Exactly correct. Let's figure out the controls. As far as I know, I didn't get the manual with this, so I don't think there's anything crazy to know necessarily about it, but yeah. So, I'm playing this. Anyway, I'm playing this with an actual Sega Master System control. It's one of those things where, so I have a wireless Genesis controller that does work on the Master System. It is backwards compatible with the Master System. However, I wanted to get the full authentic Master System experience and play with a Master System controller, which I've actually never really played a whole lot with this particular controller. So, and I'll get into this here as we progress. But I'll talk. Pencil that. Brain, do not forget that thought about Sega Master System when I was a kid. Don't forget that. If I forget that, somebody tell me. And yeah, anyway. So, anyway, I haven't put a whole lot of time into this controller, so I wanted to kind of get the full experience. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Let's start the video game. So apparently we can play as Sonic or Tails in this. That's apparently a thing. Where does this man get these old games? Like, aren't they expensive? The consoles too. It depends. It really depends. So here's the tale. So a lot of them are from my childhood, and so I grew up with my parents owned a video rental store in the 80s and early 90s. And so they got put out of business by Blockbuster. And when they did that, my parents never really sold anything ever in the history of ever. And so they held on to all those movies, all the games and everything. Wow, I was wondering what game this power-up was in, and I just lost it. Great. So they did not get rid of any of the movies or any of the games or anything. And so when they closed the store, basically they just said, here are a few hundred games, enjoy. And so the bulk of that was NES games. There were a lot of Game Gear games as well, Genesis games and Super Nintendo games. And that was it. There wasn't anything. This was before disc-based consoles and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of the games that came out prior to 1993 were games that I inherited from the video store. So that's where a lot of those came from. Otherwise, a lot of the games have come from different ways. So here's kind of my collecting journey. So this is this is a little bit of a different situation. So around 2010, I started getting into collecting because what just happened? Did I go to a special stage? Is this a special stage? I don't really know what to tell you. I'm guessing this is a special stage. I have no idea how I just got here. Did anybody see how I just got this? Anyway, so around 2010, there was a store here in town, and and I still go to this store. It is the best store in my area. And I went there for the first time in 2010, and I got a Power Glove, like, you know, a Nintendo Power Glove, complete in box. Like, it has everything with it, like the warranty card, all the registration, all that stuff, the whole shebang. And so got that, and was super, super excited about that. And it was like this eye-opening moment for me as an adult. It's like, wait, you're telling me, like, now that I have, like, adult money and whatever, I can go and buy all these things that I never had as a kid, that I always wanted as a kid? That's crazy. That's amazing. And so I started getting into collecting. I started watching some of these YouTube channels. Went back and rewatched Insane Things, which just hit a ring and got sent to. I got 100 rings. Okay, so you have to get 100 rings to hit the special stage. That's interesting. Normally it's 50. It's very interesting. Anyway, so started watching all these YouTube channels with people that collected, like Angry Video Game Nerd, Pat the NES Punk, Game Chasers. A lot of the original people on YouTube like that. NES Pursuit. They were a little bit later. There were what were those guys called? I cannot remember. Retro Hunters or something like that. I can't quite remember exactly what they were called. But all these people that they would go and find games in thrift stores and flea markets, antique malls, all that kind of stuff, swap meets, whatever you want to call them. And so I kind of started going down this rabbit hole of collecting games and going to thrift stores and looking for games. So at that point in time, I was psychotic, and I was just kind of buying literally anything I came across that was a good price. Even if I wasn't going to play it, it was a problem. And then over time, I kind of adjusted that to where pretty much I would just only collect things that I either somebody recommended or somebody I saw on a YouTube video. It looked cool. It looked like something that I would want to play at some point. So yeah, I kind of did that, narrowed down my focus a little bit more. So anyway, that happened, and recently, really, I can't even describe what I collect now. It seems to be things that very similar to kind of how I used to do it, like stuff that I want to play, maybe something I wanted as a kid that looked cool, like this game, for example, something I wanted as a kid, something that I had a lot of nostalgia for, like maybe that I played with a friend of mine growing up, and I never had it myself, that kind of thing. You look evil. Do I just hit you in the butt? Just hurl my head into your butt. That's what the plan is here. So anyway, yeah. So I say all that to say, nowadays, it's pretty difficult to find games in thrift stores. You can do it, but it's a lot less common as it used to be, especially like at Goodwill. A lot of times Goodwill, for those of you who don't know, they opened up like basically an online auction site, pretty much like eBay, and they ship off pretty much anything of value to be put on their auction site, which makes sense. They're a business, they got to make money, and they're doing the thing. Gigalopolis, that's a pretty cool name. And so, yeah, they started shipping off anything of any kind of value, really, to go to their online store. So really, the only time you're going to find something good at Goodwill is like if somebody done messed up and they didn't know what they had, and that's it. Look at those eyes. They're more dead than every robot. Oh, yeah. He looked quite interesting. So, where was I? Oh, no. My brain did brain things. Do you guys ever have that issue where your brain does brain things? It's kind of the worst. This controller's very interesting. Oh, come on. Come on. Brain? Oh, anyway, yeah. So, finding stuff at Goodwill, that kind of thing. So a lot of what I get now is either I really like to find it in the wild. So if I can find it at a thrift store, then sure. At an antique mall, however, antique malls most of the time are priced pretty well, like what the thing is worth. Or stuff like Facebook Marketplace, that kind of thing. A game convention, all that. And then finally eBay, you know, if you gots to. Whoa. My heart beating right now. A brain thing, but yeah, sometimes the brain just turns off. Yeah. It just happens. I don't know exactly what the purpose of that was. Maybe there was not a purpose. It's fine. Come on now. It's very interesting how when you hit the goalpost like that, you just kind of like, you literally run into it and you just stop existing. Just totally disrupts the flow. Terrible news. I realized...
On April 22nd, 2024, MichaelK said, "What the H?"
I don't doubt that I said that. Terrible news. I realized literally as I was getting ready for the stream that I had run out of ginger, and I was completely out of ginger, so I am just drinking just straight up hot water. Just hot water. I like that little shift there. That's interesting for literally no reason whatsoever. I appreciate that. Sonic is supposed to be smooth, exactly. Mm-hmm. Drinking plain water like an animal. Like an actual monster. Oh, look at that. Oh, I guess the secret is you have to spin into a ball and plow through it. It's the secret. It's all you gotta do. My junk's not in the right spot. Let me shift it around here, you know what I'm saying? There we go, yeah. The water's not close enough. Okay, we're back. So, for those of you who've been around a while and you've heard me complain repeatedly about my mic stand, you may notice, or my mic arm rather, you may notice that I have a new mic arm here. So this is a more lower profile mic arm that I've been wanting to get for quite a while, but it's been out of stock. I've been hit. I hope I do not decease. That portion of your body, yes. Please stop hurling your balls at me like that. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Wow. Okay. Anyway, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to attack. I am probably... Yep, there it is. There we go. Anyway, so you got this new low-profile mic arm. So kind of the difference here is
the current DS I count is 464.
Will you do me a favor?
This is the first of the day.
A favor
Wow.
for me, Will. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Combos animator. I think that's one of those things that left my mouth, and immediately once leaving my lips, I realized that mistakes had been made. But anyway, so the difference between these two mic arms here is, so the one that I had before is kind of like, more of like if you were watching like a video podcast, it's like an arc, you know, it kind of like clamps onto the table and it comes over and down. And so the problem is that where I have this thing clamped on like this way, there's not enough, it's like really far away, right? So it would always like droop down and fall. And I'm constantly sitting here like moving it around and trying to, okay. Trying to keep it from falling. You freaking dingus. And so this low profile one, it's basically designed to like come up under a monitor and then extend up and like over your keyboard. So like if I was streaming like, you know, PC game and I had my keyboard and mouse like right in front of me like this, then the thing would just come over like right over the keyboard. And so yeah. That's kind of the purpose of these, but I wanted one of these so that it could kind of extend out without drooping like a freaking dingus. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to not having to touch the arm repeatedly. I don't know what a guy is supposed to do here. You actual butthead. I'm going to decease. This is not good. This is not good. See, this is the problem with these Game Gear Sonic games is I don't really know. I don't really know exactly. Like, it's like you don't really know exactly what you're supposed to do necessarily up front. I think it's a little less obvious. Do I just do this? Give me that. Do not rob me of that. I'm assuming it has... So! Grimaldo, hello. How are you doing on today? This day of the week? I just realized I had a lot of lives. That's amazing. That thing where I die so much that that DSI is still on cooldown. Hang on. Why? I'm questioning why this is a thing like this. Does it matter which one of these? Whoa, hang on. What was that? What's up here? What do we have here? Let me touch my toes up here. What is this? Interesting. Well, not sure what the purpose of that was exactly, but here we are. Where did that ring go? Interesting. Interessante. Love it. Love it. Okay. I think actually I was hitting... I'm supposed to hit his head, maybe? I don't really know. I don't really know the purpose necessarily of like getting the invincibility here and then it immediately like running out by the time you get to the boss. That's super interesting. Maybe if I do one of these maneuvers. Yeah. Go fast. Gotta go fast. Okay. Give me that ring. Do not rob me of this victory. Do not you dare. Oh, well that was easy. Finally figured out how to stream on my Roku while commenting on my phone. Turns out I just press one button. Love it. That's great. I got I recently got a Roku that it's been a long time since I've used a Roku. I had like one of the first Rokus that like ever existed, and it was like super jank. It was very glitchy and very unresponsive, and was an absolutely miserable experience. But I picked up a Roku recently. It was on sale, and it was one of the little 4K bangers. And Elena, how's it going? How are you doing on this fine day of the week? Hopefully you're doing fantastic. Missed that life. That's unfortunate. And so I got okay. So this is really nerdy, but I'm thrilled about this. So I got a few things. I got this Roku. It's like really small. It's like this big. Okay. And I also got a router, a travel router. So you may be asking yourself, why would any sane person want to do that? So I got this little travel router because basically what it does is it's designed for you to use in a hotel. So I travel fairly often, and so basically I can have all of my devices set up to connect to this router, and then the router itself, it connects to the hotel Wi-Fi. And so what this allows me to do is use devices on the hotel Wi-Fi that, a lot of hotel Wi-Fis, they do that thing where you have to like sign in and you have to give them, your date of birth and your social security number and all that kind of stuff, just so that you can get online in your hotel room and that whole thing. Because inevitably hotels have no cell reception for some reason. And so, anyway, this lets you do that through the router. You can also use a VPN directly on the router itself if you want to do that. And you can also install like an ad blocker on the router, so that's cool. And like I said, you can have all of your devices already configured to connect to the router. So all you got to do when you go in the hotel is boot up the router, and then go to the router config on your phone or whatever, and then tell it to connect to the Wi-Fi, and then boom, all of your devices are online and ready to rock and roll. I say all that to say, I got this whole portable situation with the little miniature Roku hooked up to the travel router, so I can have all my like Netflix and YouTube and all that junk already logged. I'm just a freaking nerd, and I like to overcomplicate every aspect of my life humanly possible in an effort to make it as easy as possible. It's a strange trade-off. It's a strange trade-off, but I don't know what to tell you. Woo! Yeah. So anyway, people are paying streamers to watch political stuff on a gaming stream. It's a crazy world out there. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. That you will not ever catch me doing said things here on MichaelK TV. I can assure you that right now, 1,000 percentile. There was no floor there, just in case anyone was unaware of that. But yeah, I'm super thrilled about my ridiculous portable networking setup and all that junk. Woo! Yeah. Whoop. I'm not sure exactly why Sonic is plowing his face into all of these blocks, but I guess he's trying to do the Mario thing. But it's fine. Speaking of Mario, so I'm trying to figure out the next game that I'm going to play. I'm pretty sure that I'm going, and I know that, oh yeah, Mario does use his fist. You're not wrong. Well, Sonic just uses his face. You know what I'm saying? He just plows his face in there. So I've been talking about this off and on for months. Literally, I think I got this in March. I've been talking about this since March, but I'm going to play next week. I'm going to play the Doki Doki Panic. So this is the Japanese. It's the game that the U.S. Super Mario Brothers 2 was based on before they changed the sprites to be a Sonic game. So for those of you who don't know, did I just say Sonic or Super Mario? So Super Mario Brothers 2 in the U.S. Was not actually Super Mario Brothers 2 in Japan. So over in Japan, they did eventually release it over here as Super Mario Lost Levels. So you can play that on Super Mario Superstars. It's on Switch, the Virtual Console stuff on Switch and all that. But anyway, Lost Levels was the actual Super Mario Brothers 2. If you've ever played Lost Levels, you will know it is extremely difficult. It is mega difficult. It is quite a difficult video game. And so Japan was like, look, the U.S. ain't ready for this nonsense. We got to give them an easier game rather than send this game over there. And so what they did was they took this game called Doki Doki Panic and they replaced the sprites and turned it into a Mario game. And that's what we got as Super Mario Brothers 2 here in the U.S. So I am going to play Doki Doki Panic next week on the stream. It is a game that's on the Famicom disk system. So, and this is another thing that was only available in Japan, but this is basically a floppy disk attachment for the Japanese NES, the Famicom. So yeah, so I'm gonna be playing Doki Doki Panic next week. I've never played it before. I've definitely played the Super Mario Brothers 2 in the US, but yeah, never played Doki Doki Panic, so I'm looking forward to see like how much is retained there. I know a lot of enemies did not get changed, so like the Shy Guys are actually from this game. That wasn't a thing I was supposed to do. Hang on, let me put my freaking phone on silent. It is erupting into death and destruction as we speak. Okay, all right, we good now. I'm gonna have some chats to respond to. Wait, where's my mouse cursor? The only politician I follow in gaming is Andrew Ryan. Bro, no spoilers whatsoever, but if any of you have never played the original BioShock, some of the mechanics may not have aged as well as some other games as far as the gameplay goes, but like, man, that game, it's one of the first games that I played that the plot twist that occurs in that game blew my mind. Like, I actually just, like, my jaw dropped, and I remember I was just standing. I just stood there and I was blown away at what they had just done narratively in this game. And it's one of those things that this would not work in a movie. It would not work in a movie. What they did in that game as far as the plot twist goes. So I say all that to say, don't look it up. Don't look up anything about it. Don't even watch a playthrough of it, because you're not going to really mentally get the full effect of what happens unless you actually play this game. So, first BioShock, highly, highly recommend that. That blew my mind when I first played through that game. Combos, you played Lost Levels a bit. Don't want to talk about it more. Yeah. Bro, so I got several years ago, like, Nintendo released like a handheld like Game & Watch thing with Lost Levels on it, and I used to play it like it was in 2020, like during COVID, and I was in lots of meetings and stuff, and meetings that I didn't need to be in, and I would just sit there and I would play I would play on this thing, and it's so difficult. Like there was one level I got to, I don't remember how far it was, but man. I literally have no idea how this game wanted me to continue moving forward in this game. It was crazy. Okay. All right. That's all the things. Okay. Let's continue. Yes, Sonic is on the ground here. Cool and unusual games. Hello. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing fantastic today. Welcome. It is a pleasure to have you here on this day. Yeah, I've actually never played Sonic Chaos. I've always wanted to. So yeah, I have kind of a mixed relationship with the Game Gear Sonic games because I have. Whoa, that was kind of. Oh, the little buggy. Not gonna lie. No. I have kind of a mixed relationship with the Game Gear Sonic games. As a kid, I played them a lot, but I was really bad at them. And yeah, so I feel like I didn't have as good of a time with the Game Gear Sonic games as a kid, so I really want to try and beat them at some point soon. I want to tell you the truth, I want to get the Sonic 1 and 2 Sega Master System ports and play those on stream. So we'll do that at some point so I can finally beat those games because I've actually never beaten them before. But anyway, I say all that to say, I kind of a mixed relationship with them because I have a lot of nostalgia for them, but I just remembered being so frustrated how difficult they are because they're those kinds of games that you play and they throw you in boss fights and you don't have rings, which, as all of you may know, you have to have rings in Sonic. Like, that's your health in Sonic. If you have no rings and you get hit, you die. But in those games, you're fighting the boss with 0 rings. So if you get hit one time in these bosses, you are fully deceased. And the Game Gear Sonic games are so much more difficult than the Genesis Sonic games. It's wild. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, Sonic 2, bro, I remember playing the first level in Sonic 2 so many times on the Game Gear because, oh boy. Oh, turn around, fam. Yep. There she blows. Yeah, these special stages are rather interesting. Very unique. I've never seen one like that, but yeah, I think it's kind of cool that they used the mechanic of the flying shoes or whatever that was was introduced in this game or whatever. So anyway, so Sonic 2, I played the first level, the first zone in Sonic 2 a ton because I could never beat the first boss, and then finally one day I did. And it's like, it's super difficult because it's like, let me just explain this boss to you for those of you who don't know, because this is like literal living, breathing trauma to me. So you're you're on this like incline, and then the boss is like down here, and these balls are bouncing, and then basically all you have to do is dodge these balls that are bouncing, and then it's like a bomb. The ball hits the boss down here and injures it, and then that's how you defeat the boss. But you're literally on a freaking incline like this and trying to dodge this bouncing ball that is doing all kinds of different patterns and whatever every single time it goes down the hill. And yeah, all different angles. It's just good grief. Maybe that's what it is, cool and unusual games. The screen is small. So I did not mention this at all, but these games, the the Master System version here, the resolution, it's bigger, right? So the handheld version, it's much more zoomed in, so you're like not seeing as much on the screen, right? So it makes it super difficult to try and dodge these balls when you literally like. You just have to know where to go. Like, there's no dodging them, truly. And the fact that you're on, like, an incline just makes it horrific. It is literally one of the hardest, I think, one of the hardest bosses in any Sonic game. Just that freaking first boss in Sonic 2 on Game Gear. Yeah, it's like that, very similar to that Lava Reef boss, but also I feel like these Game Gear Sonic games, they control a little. Sonic feels really heavy in these. He definitely has weight to him in the Genesis games, but there's just something like, I don't know, there's something about the way these games control. It's just, he feels like he has a whole lot of weight. So, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I remember like, I for the longest time, I could never beat that. I finally beat it, and I was so excited. I was so happy, and then, you know, inevitably end up dying on the later levels. Okay, that is actual trash. That the rings disappear. Did I respond to everything? Yes. Yeah, okay, so I actually just remembered. I love that more than any human should, to be honest with you. So anyway, what I was going to tell you, and actually when I take a break, I'll go get this, and assuming I remember, I'll go get this and show it to you guys. But so my experience with the Master System was very unique. So like I said, I inherited all these games from my parents' video store, and before they closed the video store, it was a very unique experience. You know, I in no way, shape, or form take for granted what I'm about to tell you because it's awesome. So a lot of people have a lot of really fond memories, like renting games and stuff, renting movies, games, and whatever. As a kid, I didn't really do that. I literally just went to my parents' store and grabbed a game and took it home. So, again, I don't take that for granted at all. But yeah, that's how it worked for the first few years of my life until 93, early in 1993. And so, anyway, blah, 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 blah. They also had Sega Master System games. I totally spaced on this earlier. Totally forgot about this. But for me, what is this song? Oh, bro, this is from something else. Is this Sonic Warrior? Yes. Yes, it is. It's a little different, though. Hang on. A guy needs to make a note about this. This is very interesting. Yeah, I had no idea how great this soundtrack was, to be honest with you. This is pretty cool. Okay, so at some point in time I wanted to do a version of Sonic Warrior from Sonic CD, which for those of you who have not heard, this song. It's the intro music. It's the theme song for the Japanese version of Sonic CD on the Sega CD. But the lyrics aren't cheering you on exactly, and the melody is a little different. Let's go on a little detour here, since you guys like it when we go on detours. Let me pull this up really quick. Let's see. I'm gonna do the thing right here, right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Let's see. Oh, there's no chance. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Get it together, sir. Sometimes I can't get it together. I know that you guys know this about me, but I promise I'm going to continue the thought about Sega Master System games from my past. I promise it's going to happen, but hold that thought. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. And we can watch the intro here while we're at it. Boom. And then let's go over here. And then we're going to do this. We're going to turn that off, and then we're going to play this. Whoa. So this is the intro for Sonic CD on the Mega CD, the Japanese version. So that this version of this, or this part of the song, love it. And so, yeah, that's the, there were some pieces of that are different, obviously, but yeah, overall, the song's kind of based on that one, so that's pretty interesting. So that's cool. Have I ever played the Sonic Adventure with the Japanese dial? I have not. I do have the Japanese version of Sonic Adventure, and I want to play that on stream at some point, mainly because there are some differences. There are some things that they censored. There's like a casino level that has this like this cowgirl like neon thing or whatever that they took out of the US version when the game was re-released, and there's some other little differences here and there, but yeah, I want to do that at some point. Combos, that's gonna happen. SMS was always interesting because I only knew one or two kids with one. Yeah, I never knew anyone that had a Master System when I was a kid. Actually, no one. But anyway, so my experience with the Master System was, so we had a handful of Master System games at my parents' store. It wasn't an enormous library of games, but like a decent chunk of them, I think. And so, as a kid, I had something called a power base converter, which is an add-on for the Sega Genesis that you plug into the top of it, and then you plug the Master System games into that, and then you can play the Master System games on the Genesis. So it would be like if the Super Nintendo had an attachment that lets you play NES games. It's like that same kind of deal. And so had a power base converter, and when I was younger, when I was a kid, I just thought, oh, that's just the way you play these games. These are games that require this other thing you plug in there. I had no idea for a long time that the Master System was a different system, that it was like basically Sega's 8-bit console. I had no idea. So yeah. So it kind of blew my mind once I got a little bit older and I realized that the Master System was a thing. I don't even remember how I found out about that. I probably was in a magazine or something like that. So, yeah. You had a power base converter too. That's cool. Play R-Type and Psycho Fox. I've never played Psycho Fox. I have played R-Type. What kind of game is Psycho Fox? Like a shooter, or is that? Yikes! Or is it something else? Sega's Japanese media doesn't really care for censoring things. That's accurate. That's quite accurate. Whoa! Like Kid Cool and Decap Attack. Okay, that's cool. I loved Decap Attack when I was a kid. That man, I have so many fond memories of random Genesis games that I used to play all the time when I was younger, and that's one of them. And actually, another one is this F-22. What is it called? F-22 Interceptor, I think. It's like a jet aircraft combat kind of game for the Genesis, like, you know, a first person, like you're in the cockpit. And I was just thinking about this earlier today because I made a short video about it a while ago, a couple of years ago at this point, and talking about, because there's this, when you die in this game and you get like a game over, it literally shows you, sweet, it literally shows you a skull. Like, it shows you like this an X-ray shot of a human skull, and like your heartbeat going away, and like, you know, you flatlining. And like, as a kid, I mean, I don't know how old I was when I was playing this. I was probably like 5 or 6 maybe, and like, to see that like suddenly out of nowhere, like, it was mega. It was mega yikes. It was just mega yikes. But I did enjoy playing that game a lot. I just, I had a lot of times I would look away whenever the game over screen happened. It was just like totally out of nowhere that this would pop up. Like, the game was just like any other kind of aircraft jet combat game or whatever, but then suddenly when you get a game over, it's like, oh, that just like got super real all of a sudden. Mecha Green Hill. Whoop. Whoa, don't do that. Do not rob me of this. Whoop. Okay. I just love it when levels are designed to murder you. That's my favorite thing. It never gets old. No. Ooh, ah, ooh. What if I should have gone down there? I'm not gonna take any risks here. Zero risks. Remixed Whirlwind from Shinobi 3. That's cool. I love the Shinobi games. I've never beaten any of them, but I love those games. And the music in those games is very, very good. I absolutely love the instrument design in those games. That game, or both of the second and third ones, they both fantastic bass synths. Absolutely fantastic. I used the Shinobi 2 bass synth for a couple of years, actually. If you go back and you listen to Saving the Day, this was kind of before I leaned really heavily into the chip metal thing, but there's a part in the intro right before I start singing that kind of features the bass synth, and that is the Shinobi 2 bass synth that I used for that. Super Ducky, I can't remember if I've asked you this or not, so forgive me if I have and I'm just hallucinating, but where do you release your music? Is it on YouTube or is it on something else? Because I definitely need to check it out. You look very friendly. It's amazing how you have these spikes down here. Where actually is my body? Thanks. Okay. Freaking. Okay. Ah! It's late, so bye, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever it is. You in the chat, have a good day. Combos, yeah, thanks for hanging out. We will catch you next time. Hope you have a fantastic time of the day, whatever time of the day it actually is for you right now. We'll catch you next time. Oh, I missed what you said earlier, Will. It's like the perfect description of Super Mario Maker 2 levels designed to kill you. That sounds about right. So yeah, so Super Ducky, and I know we've talked about the Discord thing a while, and it's one of those things I just keep kind of forgetting about. This level is quite interesting looking. But I need to just make one, and honestly, I'd really like to add an area in there that is specifically what is happening? Specifically for sharing music, like sharing your own music and stuff like that. I know that's one of those things that could kind of get out of hand. So it's gotta, because you don't want necessarily it to get abused and it just turn into like self-promotion central, because that is a thing. But at the same time, like, to be honest with you, like, I don't really care necessarily. I feel like that's like what something like that would be for, like if one of you guys creates something cool, I think it's cool that that we can watch it or listen to it or read it or whatever. We can all consume it together. I think that's very cool. So and I don't know, maybe we can have like some stuff like here on the stream where we just kind of feature like different creations, because that's something that I love doing, right? Like I love celebrating the things that other people create. I love art. I love all kinds of art. Like I have a huge, enormous respect for like art of every single kind. Even if it's something I don't necessarily like understand, right? I still like, I mean, well, obviously there's, there's junk out there, but for the most part, I love and appreciate art in general so much, and people creating things. I love that, and I want to celebrate that. Yeah, like, well, just as some of the other guys have said, it's free. Basically, it's I would say it's pretty much just like it's like a more modern instant messaging kind of platform, and so people have Discord servers. So I'm gonna make one for the MichaelK TV channel. So anybody here can just basically click on a link somewhere. I'll put it somewhere, and join the MKTV Discord channel where we can just like talk about whatever. It's just chats. And then there's a whole nother aspect to that. Like you can have like different like bots and different things in there. So Clabot can be in there, or he will be in there. That's just another rodeo we're gonna have to tackle when we get there. But something I really want to do is add the ability to do things that on the stream that influence the Discord server, and do things on the Discord server that influence the stream, and just kind of, as we've discussed many times, I love overcomplicating stuff so much. It's my favorite thing to do in life, to be honest with you. But yeah, there is a paid version of Discord. It just gives you some extra bonus things, and Discord doesn't even have like ads or anything like that necessarily. It just lets you do it just gives you some different features and some different stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and download it and check it out, feel free. But it's basically just a good way to either DM people directly, or join like a chat, like a server, like kind of like an IRC server or something like that have like different channels in the server. So like a general chat channel, a post your own music channel, I don't know, share cool videos that I like channel, a show really neat things that I'm building channel, kind of just organize it and stuff like that. So yeah, it's one of those things where I never really I didn't want to really make one until, it was one of those deals where there was actually like enough people to, like join it, so it's not just like 3 people in there and crickets all the time. But sorry, what? Oh, Chicago. Holy snickerdoodles! I am definitely not going to be the winner here. I'm going to be a loser. A loser. Yes. I will say, this game is very generous with lives and continues. Did you just see how many continues I had? I have 6 lives, and I had like 5 or 6 continues. So that's amazing. I don't know how I've gotten so many continues, but I have. Rolls for notifications, yeah. So there can be also, like, if you are, for example, there can be rolls for, just get on up there. There can be a role specific for members, so they can have access to specific things. There can even be like streams. Like we could even like do Discord only streams if we wanted to do that. And I could stream to Discord, and you guys could just hang out in there. And there's like voice chat and audio. It's just like an all around really good like communication piece of software. So yeah, platform, if you will. I'll start working on that, and the big thing is I don't want to create something that has like a bunch of
On
Winds
March
up.
18th,
Whoa.
2024, MichaelK said, whoa.
Anyway, I don't want to create something that winds up having a bunch of spam and then, like, you know, basically I have to moderate it and all that junk. So, yeah. Hello, Ryden. How's it going? How are you doing on this fine day? I lost a ring. It's gone forever. Oh, I just had to hit the butt. It's all about the butt today. Clearly. Well, Low Ryden, you actually did not miss much because last week I was MIA. So I just got another continue amazing. Okay, so now I have 5 continues. Apparently I'm blind. So, yeah, last week there was no stream, and the week before that we streamed on Monday, so it was kind of a weird situation, even though that used to be normal. Okay, this looks really cool. I am a mega nerd about, like, circuitry and stuff. I love how the little light or whatever is following him around. The details! The details! I love that! You know, Super Ducky, I could in fact do that. And I probably should do that. That probably is the move. Kaboom. This level looks really cool. Yeah. Whoa. Whoop. Ah. Whoa. Got him. Get on up there. I guess I can't get on up there. It's got to go down here. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. What are you? Are you friendly? No! Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Give me that. Sweet. All right. Yep. Give me that. Thanks. I knew that was going to happen. That was a sacrifice. Interesting. Electric egg.
The current DSI count is 468. This is the 5th of the day. I challenge you to a duel, but it's not fair.
Super. I think another thing that makes I just realized this. Another thing that makes these 8-bit Sonic games harder is that when you lose rings, you don't freaking mother. Get on. Give me that. Okay. You in like the Genesis Sonic games, when you lose rings, son, you spit out a ton of rings when you die. Like if you have a bunch of rings, you lose a bunch of rings, and it's like really easy to get them back, right? In this, you only drop a hand, like 1, 2, maybe 3, I think I saw once when I had a lot. And obviously that's a limitation of the hardware, but it does make the game a lot harder that way. Because a lot of times the way I play Sonic is a little reckless. And so I kind of rely on being able to pick up these rings after I drop them, and it makes it a little bit more difficult. So yeah, that whole thing. Exactly, combos. That's exactly right. All right. Oh yeah, forgot to check the edge animation in this. What are we looking at here? Okay, got one of those. Do we have one of these? No, we do not have the other way. It's fine. I appreciate the details, though. I appreciate that. That's cool. Whoop. Hi-yah. So I've kind of gotten used to this this controller here. It's definitely whoa. It's definitely different. So I'm sorry. What? You monster! Wow. Wow! Wow! What? Okay, I see how this is gonna be. I see what you are throwing down. I'm picking it up, and I'm upset about it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make the thing happen. If the hardware couldn't handle so many rings, couldn't they have made each rings you drop give you more rings when it picked up again? That, you know, that's very true. They very well could have done that, but apparently they just wanted to bless you with punishment. Make you teary-eyed while playing this video game. Okay, let's go this way this time. What? I'm sorry, excuse me. What, actually, do you want from me, pipe? Actual chaos. They don't call this Sonic Chaos for no reason whatsoever. Whoa, that was there, and I put my face on it. All right. Okay, let's kaboom that, kaboom this. Yeah, look at that. Got all the doohickeys. All right. Oh. Wait, I actually could have gotten a... Whoa! Whoa! Okay, give me that. Thank you very much. There it is. Sweet. The RTX mod for Sonic Adventure 1 that released recently. I did not see that. I have not seen that. Do tell. Does it do some cool graphical things? All right. I'm gonna put my body in that. Thanks. Oh, sweet. Whoop. Easy. Easy. I don't know why I dodged all those rings, and now I cannot return to them. Okay, you were there, and I dodged you, kind of, after the fact. This level is designed to punish hedgehogs. Oh, well. Five continues with the unfair Game Gear games. These aren't enough. Exactly. Oh, this, oh no. You're gonna make me fight the, this is gonna be, is this the last boss? Oh yeah, oh yeah! This is the music that played in the intro sequence. So I'm assuming this is probably the last level. And we have no rings. This is gonna be interesting. Oh! Bro, this... Oh. I was like, what is happening?
No! You get out of that hole!
Yep.
You make it home now. Survive!
I believe that this is the one. I feel it deep within my loins that this is the one. Okay. Couldn't have just grown legs and walked away. Oh, that bounces all over the screen. I now see why I died. I did not notice that the first time. Hurrah! Oh no, I almost hit the wrong button. Here you go. combos. Just go to that website and there's like a whole list of them. Whoop. I hope I don't fully decease on this. Maybe I need to be a little bit more careful with that that little bouncy ball, you know? I really like the background on this. That's actually super cool looking. You monster! There are 2 balls! Ah! Ah! Oh boy. Oh no, this is not what I wanted. Not like this, not like this. Thanks. Okay. Whoa! Get up there. I missed it. Something. I wonder, yeah. Is there... Oh! Secrets! Oh. Okay. Gaia! Alright, do not put me back in there. Sweet. Success. What a dirty, rotten secret indeed. Bro, I legit love the way this level looks. I don't know why. It's probably just the Googa Googa. Googa! It's probably just the nerd in me that loves and appreciates all this kind of stuff, but yeah. Okay, that's not actually hurting him. There it is. Oh, do not rob me. Give me that ring. You Scooby Snack! Freaking... Oh, you monster! Okay, what are you gonna do now? You done got... Whoa! You... At least it isn't getting over it. Exactly. Speaking of that, I really need to see if I can pick up a difficult game about climbing while it is on sale for the Steam Summer Sale right now, so I definitely need to pick that up. All right. Kuya! Kuya! Why am I bouncing in weird directions? Get out of here with your face! No, no, no. Go! Yeah. Yeah. Clearly, the goal! The goal is to collect as many continues as possible before you get to the final boss. And unfortunately, we're not going to get the true ending because we did not collect all of the Chaos Emeralds. So there's that. Okay. Okay. Don't do that. Do not do that. Give me that. Thanks. Ugh, no! Oh, look at that. Oh, that steel. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know I had rings. Did it just delete the rings? I had rings, right? I'm not hallucinating just then. Lies and deceptions. Lies and deceptions. Freaking unbelievable. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Stop it, you meanie. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, you smile. You smile with your mustache and your... You... I wish it showed me how many continues I had left. I had one ring, and I was robbed. I love that I can just accumulate 40 rings there. Okay, let's do this again. This is where the rubber meets the road. You know what I'm saying?
You can do it!
Ooh! Ooh! Oh yeah! Bro, they timed... Yo! The way that those projectiles bounce around the screen is flawless. Is flawless. Woo! Okay. Ah, yeah. Come on now, come on now. Give me that, thanks. Oh. Whoa, why would you do that? Mm-hmm. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. All right. Yeah? Googa! Yeah? Now what is this? What do we have here? What do you...
Hi, I'm Captain America, here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have. Patience.
Thanks, Cap. Preach. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, we did the thing. We did not get all the Chaos Emeralds, but we did, in fact, beat the game. So there's that. That's exciting. I feel like getting 100 rings to go into a special stage is actually pretty difficult. Woo! It makes things rather difficult. So there's that. I wonder how many Chaos Emeralds there are in this, if there are 6 or 7. I would assume 7. Okay, people of cyberspace. Wasn't expecting for Captain America to come in. Okay, gonna take a little break here for a moment. Lawn mowing simulator. You guys tell me. I was going to play through... Okay, so here's the thing. I was going to play through the game as Tails. I would imagine it's probably the same thing, but you just play as Tails. Or we could play a lawn mowing simulator. Gonna take a little nap. All good combos. You take that nap. I hope it is a very pleasureful nap. Anyway, I'm going to take a little break here. You guys discuss. I had the thought of we could play a little bit of Sonic Chaos on the Game Gear and see how different it is or whatever. Maybe that doesn't matter at all. I don't know. Point is, I will be back very soon. Don't nobody go nowhere and all that stuff, and talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Bye-bye. We just heard that, Clabot. All right, listen here. The lawn actually looks great right now. I cut it just a few days ago, and it looks fantastic. I trimmed all these bushes and stuff. I think I told you guys about the bush trimming extravaganza that I did a couple weeks ago. It almost killed me and fully deceased me into a death of the life, but I'm here. I'm still with us, so that's great. But yeah, the lawn looks great, and I am fully available for hire to cut some digital lawns. That's all I'm saying.
to slam now. We've got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. All right. Ha! Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Come on and slam, if you want to jam. Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you. Party people in the house, let's go. It's your boy MK, alright, so let the thing and watch me flex behind my back. You know what's next with the jam. All in your face, what's up? Just feel the bass, drop it, rock it down the road. Shake it quick, it's basketball. Just work that body, make sure you don't hurt nobody. Get wild and lose your mind, take this thing into overtime. Hey DJ, turn it up, MK fam gonna burn it up. Come on y'all, get on the floor, so hey, let's go, right? Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We've got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance to your dance at the Space Jam. All right. Oh yeah. Welcome to the Space Jam. Wave your hands in the air if you feel fine. We're gonna take it into overtime. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance to your dance at the Space Jam. Say up and thank you, man. Get on the floor and jam. If you see me on the microphone, girl, you got me in the zone. We the team on the coach. Let's dance all night from coast to coast. You see me drop the bass, 901 all in your face. Oh yeah! Ha, ha, oh yeah! Everybody, y'all ready to stop? Y'all wanna know why? 'Cause it's a slam jam. Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We've got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance to your dance at the Space Jam. All right. Wave your hands in the air if you feel fine. We're gonna take you into overtime. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance to your dance at the Space Jam. All right. I can see the danger signs sneaking up from behind. Kinda like someone's telling me what to say. Looks like you've lost control. Something going on in your soul. I can see you coming from a mile away. Saving the day, saving the day. When you get to the point where it's driving you insane. Saving the day, saving the day. Ooh, yeah. You seem a little strange. Something about you not the same. Nowhere to hide from the feeling running through my veins. Here comes a frightening truth. No, we just ain't no use. Baby, if you got the will, I got the way. Saving the day, saving the day. Sneak up fast and slipping the night away. Saving the day, saving the day. When it's getting to the point where it's driving you insane. Saving the day, saving the day. When it's getting to the point where it's driving you insane.
Oh yeah! You can't wait! You cannot wait until tomorrow! Alright! Okay, so what am I doing here? Trying to figure my life out. How do I play cut grass time? Was that the right password? Oh, of course. I have to look at my email somewhere. Somewhere in some corner of cyberspace. I got an email with a code. There it is. I have found said code. We're good. I'll tell you to remember my device, even though the last time I told you to remember my device, you clearly did not do that. But it's fine. All good. Zero worries. I will forgive you. Oh, I need to change. Back to this thing where I don't have like a really easy way to stream a PC game, unfortunately. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna do a click on that dingle hopper. Everything probably just got relocated to some weird place, but it's fine. I'm gonna fix it. That's good. That's fine. Great. This is so good. We are on track. Can't wait until tomorrow at 4 p.m. 4-day weekend. That's amazing. Congratulations on that 4-day weekend. That's always a good feeling. Okay, let me... Oh, I forgot to get... Let me get my Xbox controller. Hold. Probably should have been more prepared. I don't even know what I was thinking that this game would take like 4 hours to beat, but here we are. I had no plan B in mind. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine here. Okay, what am I doing? Let me do this. Get over there. Stop being the way that you are. Come on, Windows. How do I move your thing? Freaking Bill Gates changing stuff left and right. I don't know how to use anything anymore. We got no jobs. We got no food. Our pets' heads are falling off. Literally, where is the... Oh, I found it. Okay. Taskbar behaviors. They have hidden what I wanted. Okay. What a blessing it is. Okay. One of the best moments in the history of this stream was when Anna busted you while you were playing Lawnmower Simulator. I fully agree with that. TBH. Fully agree with that. All right, so I need to connect. Now where did the taskbar go? Bill, you're killing me. You're killing me. All right. Where's my Bluetooth dingy? I got that. Uh-huh. Sweet. What just happened? Everything is going wrong. Everything is breaking before our very eyes. Okay, we're gonna add a device. We're gonna add a finger poker. What the? Yeah, there's that. Connecting. Woo! This is quite the operation. Okay. All right, where's my that? Got my this, got my that, got my those, got my these. Okay. Oh, I need some music, so we're not listening to this playlist on repeat. Mother of pearl. Where do you think my junk is? I don't know. Let's see. Let me see if I can make. This is chaos. This is actual living, breathing chaos. Let me just go to ye old Spotify. I need some kind of stream safe something. Some kind of stream safe something. That's not just a bunch of lo-fi on repeat. What is this? This looks like something that would... Seems like lawn cutting music. Do you guys feel like that? Or we could do some... I don't know why I went full on party horn there, but here we are. Or oh, I got it. Let's see. Yeah, this is where it's at right here. Can I do this? Yes, I can do that. What? Okay. Played Five Nights at Freddy's VR best worst experience ever. Yikes. I don't know about all that. I don't know if I could handle that. That might end me fully, to be honest with you. Like, big time. I don't know. I've always kind of thought about like how I would play a VR game on stream. I think it could be cool. I just don't know how. I don't know how I would like keep an eye on chat and like talk to you guys and whatever. It'd be very disconnected, I think, unfortunately. I would love to do that. Okay. So this playlist I just made. So this is a really cool guy, Eviction Stride. If you're into like 80s sounding like synthwave and that kind of stuff, he does lots of stuff like this. A lot of it's like really kind of like energetic kind of sounding synthwave. So yeah, definitely recommend checking Eviction Stride out if you're into this kind of stuff. But let me save this very quickly because I know that this is going to delete the moment that I switch to the other scene like a dingus. Let's see. Let's do one of those. I promise, I'm almost done. On Steam VR, you can dock mini screens in different places while playing games. Okay. 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 That might be a thing that I could do. The only thing I question how my computer would act with doing the VR thing and also streaming and capturing it and all that stuff. But it could surprise me. I might just have to try it one of these days and see what happens and have a plan B and fall back on it. I don't know, do like a test stream or something. I don't know. It could be a thing we could try. Really, the main thing is just that I'm able to monitor the chat so I can see what you guys are saying. Oh, why am I talking myself into this situation here? I don't know why this is happening. Okay, don't do that. Do this. Okay. All right, lawn mowing simulator. Here we come, baby. Okay. Whoa! Let me see if I can turn... It probably didn't save my volume settings from last time. Sure did not. There's just like so much chaos going on. Let's listen to this while we're here for a moment. I'm adjusting some settings here really quick. Oh, this kept my volume settings, but for some reason the menu was like really loud at first. Now it's fine. I don't know. Whatever. I think we're fine. Just go down one more. Yeah. All right. Actually, I want to turn the music off because as much as it pains me to do that kind of thing, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, boom. Got some tunes there. All right, boom. And then we got confirm. Why? Oh no. I keep hitting B instead of A because I've been playing Bayonetta 3 on the Nintendo Switch, and I've gotten used to, well, I've gotten used to Nintendo's button layout, which is different from the Xbox button layout, all that stuff. You guys know the drill. Okay, so we're capturing this, and that is happening. We got music playing. Let me change the name of the game. Where is my freaking mouse? Oh. Good grief. Hold that thought. I'm gonna get it together. This is actually going to happen. I promise. I promise. This is where the rubber meets the road. You know what I'm saying? That just now occurred to me. I should make a button that lets me quickly change button, but for short, to change game name in Total Chicken Scratch. Got it. Okay. This and this. Okay. Lawn mowing simulator. PC. Okay. And let's open this back up and do the thing here. And we are back just like that. Okay. All right. All right, let's do the thing here. Sorry, Will, I haven't responded to you yet. But wanting to get a VR set, but I'm also a nerd and would literally only want to play Beat Saber game again because I'm a music nerd and that's my kind of junk. Yeah, I've. It's funny because when I got the VR thing, there were some other things that I wanted to play, like there's a Half-Life game, a Half-Life VR game that I wanted to play. Don't exit, goodness gracious. And there's a game called Robo Recall that is super cool. Grass by. Forgot that's the name of my company. Super, super cool game. It's like basically like a first-person shooter game, and the whole thing is like you're in a city, and these robot like android things that were. It's like basically iRobot or whatever, where these these helper robots have like gone crazy and are like basically trying to take over the world. And so your job is I think you're like you're some kind of like you're trying to control the situation, and the whole purpose is you're supposed to destroy all the machines and stuff. But it's super cool because it's like a first person shooter, but you can like reach out and grab them, and you can like pull their heads off and their arms off and stuff, and it's just like really it's really well done for what it is, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I played that a lot. I played Boneworks and Bone Lab. I have not played that one. Let me write that down. I also played another one, Boneworks and Bone Lab. I also played another one called Pixel Ripped 89 or 93. Pixel Ripped some year. And it's cool because it's like it's a game within a game. So you're playing as this kid that he has effectively the equivalent of a Super Nintendo right now. And so you're playing as the kid, and then you're playing a like Super Nintendo game on a TV as you're playing with a kid. And like, so for example, you're staying up too late at night, and you're trying to play the game while you're also like trying to act asleep or whatever, while your mom keeps like coming in the room to see if you're asleep. So it's like this cool multi-layer, like Inception almost kind of thing. Super cool game. But the whole thing is like you start off, it's like the story of like a kid who has like a Super Nintendo type thing, and then he's getting like a PlayStation or whatever, so he's getting like the newer system. So you there's like this whole deal where you play like the older games, and you go to like a video game store, and then you play like the newer one, and then eventually you get like the newer console for your birthday or something. But that is a super, super cool VR game. But I say all that to say I've spent a lot of time in Beat Saber, like a whole lot of time, and it can actually make you work up a bit of a sweat. It's a pretty active game once you get good at it. So yeah. And Will, I don't know if I can rename the company or not, but you know, knowing what I know now, I definitely would just straight up name my company Peck. Totally makes sense. Some people might be offended by that, but what are you gonna do? Not sure. I guess I can't do any. Oh, upgrading HQ. I got it. Oh, I can purchase an HQ. I cannot buy any HQs. I guess I'm just living on the road, living in my pickup with my trailer. I guess that's what's happening here. Oh, I can edit my company. What? Grass by Pet. Got it. That's fine. Remember being a living legend at Guitar Hero 2 in college, and want to get back to the super expert level of skill again. It's one of those games that's like insanely satisfying once you kind of get, because it's very similar to Guitar Hero, that once you kind of learn the different patterns and everything, learning more songs becomes easier and easier. So that's cool. Blade and Sorcery. noting. I'll definitely check that out. But yeah, I still haven't beaten it yet. I need to get back to it, but Half-Life Alyx is super cool. Even if you don't really necessarily know anything about Half-Life, it's just like the environments are very, very well done in this game. And like the first thing that blew me away about it was just the way that like you in a lot of VR games you how do I just like start question? Okay. In a lot of VR games there are a lot of really cool details like right up in your face, you know, because it's like what you see really a lot. And so a lot of times like your hands or whatever will be really detailed. Bro, like when I say that your hand, like in Half-Life Alyx, when you look at your hands, you have these like gloves on with all this like, it's basically like basement tech or whatever, like that's some like mad scientist guy or whatever like made in like a basement, and like all these like crazy looking like boards and things and like an OLED display and stuff on your hands and wires and circuit boards and stuff, and it looks so insanely cool. It looks so insanely cool. So I would highly recommend that if anybody is getting into the VR stuff, start examining some of those little details, because they definitely kind of go above and beyond with some of that stuff to make it look as real as possible, since it's all up in your face. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm confused. Did this game... Hold up. Did this game just allow me to go to my location without bringing a lawnmower? There is a bunch of junk in my throat as we speak, and that's very unfortunate. I've heard really good things about the Quest 3. The only gotcha, obviously, is that you have to have a Meta account, which, I mean, the Meta accounts, they kind of separated it from Facebook and all that kind of stuff, so I guess it's not as bad, but if that is a thing you don't care about or whatever, I don't know. Just depends. But I've heard that the Quest 3 is actually a really, really good piece of hardware. But yeah, I'm also a big a big fan of putting things in the cart and letting them sit there for weeks and looking at them and hyper overthinking the purchase and all that stuff. So there are, so the other thing though is the Quest 3 is standalone, so you can use it without a computer. You can use it with one if you want to. So basically at that point your computer is rendering the content that's going on the VR, the headset, as if it were two monitors, basically, one for each eye. But that's the Quest 3. Or there are some other options that require some kind of host device such as like it only works with a computer that's able to power the thing, or the PlayStation VR, which requires a PS4 or a PS5 to power it. I personally have not used the PlayStation headsets. I've heard that they're good, but the support from a software perspective is not that great. So I'd probably not go with that one. Emmanuel, this is Lawn Mowing Simulator. I'm picking up trash. I feel as though contract complete. Wait, what? That was the job? I'm sorry, what? Excuse me, what? That was just... Whoa. That is loud, guy. Okay. I got paid 40 euros to pick up trash. Love it. Yeah, I believe what happened here is I did not equip a lawnmower, so wow. An eco mower is required. New owners are very environmentally focused and want their rear garden and front lawn cutting with an eco mower. Take care when driving around and make time. Okay, so I don't have that, so apparently I cannot cut this grass, so moving on. All right, we have equipped all the things. Let us do this. Okay, let's try that again. All right. Easy. Let's check the grounds first. Hello, person. Too bad I can't leap over this fence. I didn't realize there are people here. It's probably best that I can't drive out that way. I can imagine this turning into a much different type of video game if the lawnmower could leave this area. Just saying. Okay. Getting the lay of the land here. We got one more piece of trash. One more piece of trash somewhere. I wish I could do like a sprint, a hardcore sprint. I really wish I could jump. Like that would kind of seal the deal here if I could jump and land on top of like these cars or something. That'd be really nice. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This game was it? Yeah, it was this game. It was on sale on Xbox. Like a physical copy of it was on sale on Xbox a couple of weeks ago for $5, and I saw it and I was going to buy it, like without question. It would make this whole streaming thing a lot easier if I could do that. However, by the time I got to it, the deal was gone. Or not, the deal wasn't gone. It was sold out, and so there's that. And I've also contemplated buying Power Wash Simulator for these types of moments, since this is apparently a thing that we do and we complete a game and we have some spare time. I don't see any more freaking trash out here. So if I run over a rock... Oh, wait, here it is. Sweet. That kind of looked like a landmine, I'm not going to lie. Fill fuel. Do I change blades? What the? Do I have no money? Alright, I guess I can't do any of that. Alright, let's start the engine. Having to constantly look at my controller to remember what button I'm hitting because I'm so confused. with all this Nintendo garbage. Is this... Okay, hang on. What? Hang on. What did they want? 5.5 to 6.5. Okay. 5.5. So let's do 6. And all right, we have engaged the blades, and we're doing a cutting. We're doing an actual cutting. Look at that. What a blessing. Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. I did not mean to destroy that flower. I'm sure they will forgive me because I will not tell them about it. Surely they will not see what I have done here. I guess Oop, my bad, bro. Sorry about that. I guess I probably should have done the weed eater thing, but it's fine. It's whatever. This is totally fine. This is the proper tool for the job. I hope we don't lose all of our money because I'm running over plant life, all the vegetation, but it's good. I just remember that I have not had to sit here and adjust my freaking microphone the entire stream, so I'm a big fan of of this microphone arm. I'm quite pleasantly pleased. 10 out of 10 purchase. Would highly recommend. Whoop. Oh, I meant to tell you guys. So, at some point, I know I've talked about this before. At some point soon, I'm going to have like a Saturday stream. I need to organize my games and get some. I have a whoa. I have a whole box of manuals. Freaking okay. A whole box of manuals that need to be put with their respective games and all that, so that I can sell the other manuals and get them to rightful owners. Side note: this is a good opportunity to plug my eBay store, which I have never done on here. I don't think. Let me see. Really quick. Let me do a thing with my face and my fingers. Actually, it's more really just my fingers. Imagine being somebody that clicks on this stream and it's actually just a lawn mowing simulator stream. Hang on. If I where's my dinghy? Where's my dinghy? I done lost my dinghy. I hope that I can find my dinghy. Okay, there's that. All right. I believe. No. Yeah. Okay. Whoa! Don't do that. What are you doing? Phone? Every technology device is out to get me. Okay, so I believe that link works. I think it works. That is my eBay store. Basically a lot of what I sell is I'm trying to like downsize my collection, and or maybe it's like some duplicate games that I have for whatever reason, stuff like that. And a big thing that I want to do is I want to sell a ton of these extra manuals that I have for these games that I don't have anymore, because long story short, I have a lot of the games that I got from my parents' store. They were, when they closed the store, they packed up everything. They separated all of the manuals from the games, and I did find there were 2 boxes of manuals. I found one, and the other one was totally MIA. And my mom found it not too long ago and gave it back to me. But unfortunately, a lot of the games that are in there, I have a lot of them, but also a lot of them I have already sold. So basically what I'm going to go through and do is sell all the manuals that I don't have the games for anymore. And it's one of those things that it's going to take a long time to sell them, but I want them to go to the right people, right? I want, it's basically going to be something only that a collector would want to buy. Somebody that's specifically looking for a manual to some random NES game. So it's going to be a long process, but yeah, it'll be good because, I'm all about the preservation aspect and all that kind of stuff. So I want the manuals to go to people who need them, instead of me just having them forever and them just rotting away in a box, that whole thing. Plus, I'm not going to lie, some of them are pretty valuable. I actually sold one a few months ago. It was about $100 manual for an NES game. Insanity. Actual insanity. And that was actually a low price. I actually took an offer on that from somebody. And yeah. It's just literally just $100 bill. Just boop. I like this game. I like that this game lets you put the lawnmower into reverse without disengaging the blades. And there's not some safety garbage, some safety nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look how great these lines look. Except this corner over here, I need to do something different over here. I don't know why, but every single time I play this game, it makes me want to play Power Wash Simulator. I don't know why. I don't know what to tell you, but it's a thing. And it puts that desire into my heart. I don't know what to tell you. I want to look at some of the other simulator games. I know. Let me think about that for a minute. I know I have some other ones. I know we've been down this rabbit hole. I really we should play Surgeon Simulator is what absolutely should happen. That absolutely should be a thing. Surgeon Simulator is just ridiculous. It's no shame, this game is relaxing to me. It is very relaxing. I don't know what it is. There's also just something really nice about cutting the grass here, and it doesn't feel like it's 110 degrees, just throwing that out there. But yeah, Surgeon Simulator is totally ridiculous if you guys have never seen that game before. But basically, Surgeon Simulator... The problem with Surgeon Simulator, or not really the problem, it's just kind of by design, is that it's very difficult to play it correctly because the physics are very wonky, and the way that you basically, it's like a first-person view thing, and you control your hands, and you have to grab scalpels and hammers and saws and stuff, and it's just so ridiculous, and try and perform some sort of a successful surgery. So it's kind of cartoony. It's not really super serious, but you're still trying to perform surgery. but it's pretty over the top, and so it's very difficult to play because honestly, like for example, one level you'll be in the back of an ambulance, and this thing is just like slip sliding all over the place, and you're desperately trying to perform surgery on this poor individual. Kind of sounds like Saw Sim. Yeah. You could definitely play it that way. I don't think you're going to get that far, but yeah. Ugh. Oh, I missed a row here. How silly of me. Let's just do the old reverse pro move. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. That's good. It's P good, fam. Good job. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say. I wonder if you get points for cutting the grass in any kind of fancy pattern. You know? Like do the diagonal lines and that kind of thing. I could see that. I could totally see that being a thing. Get bonus points for beauty. Yeah. Never thought I'd be listening to synthwave while cutting digital virtual grass, but here we are. Yeah, that's a pro move right there, but I do say so myself. Oh. It's good. It's great. That was a great maneuver. All right. Man, I really wish this lawnmower had some more power and just had like a jet engine on the back. You know what I'm saying? That would be P good for me. P good. See, look at this. Look at this. I don't even have to drive forward to do my job well. Exactly that. I still have yet to watch my my entire watch through of Home Improvement. It's gonna happen. I believe it's gonna happen soon. Hoping in the next month or so. That's just like the story of my life. I'm just constantly looking forward to the next piece of media I'm going to consume. How am I only at 84.2%? Did I miss a major patch of grass somewhere? Oh, the front yard. Yep. Oh, yep. There it is. There she blows. I forgot there was a front yard. I was so distracted by trying to figure out how I could possibly leap over this wall. Burl, I wonder what kind of hacks there are for this game. That kind of... I wonder if there are any crazy hacks. Surely, I'm sure there are. I have no doubt that there are some crazy mods that just do some whack things. Hopefully there's a Tim the Toolman Taylor mod. Light speed mower. Blade condition's pretty good. Vehicle condition's pretty good, even though I slam into this wall. Oh yeah, freaking unbelievable. What the heck? I'm guessing there's some kind of safety thing where if you run into the wall or whatever, or wait, Oh no, I didn't. I never turned them back on. Like a dingus. Like a dingus. Straight up
The
rookie
current
move.
DSI count is 473. This is the 10th of the day. Noob.
That is an appropriate DSI for lawn mowing simulator. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh no, I actually am like running out of gas. Although apparently I can't afford gas. I wonder what happens like if I just run out of gas like in the middle of the yard or whatever. Like, do I just have to leave the lawnmower here and say, hey fam, I'll be right back. I gotta go get a tank of gas so that I can like move my junk out of the way? Or like what the strategy is there. Because there could be a whole nother situation, you know, that occurs there. It's good. It's great. Look at us. Saving the day one blade of grass at the time. That's great. Love it. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Pardon me. I wonder how I get the engine condition to go down. I wonder what exactly that is supposed to be all about. Maybe it's just like it goes down over time. Whoops. Fine incurred. Whoops. My bad. Do 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 do. Yeah. Whoop. Oh, yeah, come on. Ooh, I was kind of stuck in the grass there for a moment. 99 percentile. 99.1 percentile. I just can't quite get to 100. There are, in fact, some blades of grass that I am missing somewhere. But it's okay. All right. Let's back her up. Put her back in here. All right. And I need to get off. Hello, Super Ducky. Welcome back. We are doing a cutting of the grass. What? Use. Okay. Oh. I was like, why am I picking it up, but it's still there? It's good. Look at this. Look at this. Yep. Yep. Be good. Be good. Doing great. Doing great. Doing great. Yep. Just like that. Gotta just clear out the way here. Ooh, look at them grass blades. They don't know what hit them. Yep. 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 Just get right on in there. Right on in there. Woo. Woo. Sorry, flower. Yep. Just do this. This is good. Oh, pardon me, Mr. Flower. This is fine. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you gotta get in there nice and deep, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make it happen. Uh-huh. I gotta do that, do one of these. I might just does it matter if I walk on the flowers? No, I can walk all day in the bushes. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It doesn't even matter. I'm a straight up Sasquatch. Look at me. Amazing. Oh no. That quote's gonna haunt me someday. Alright, 99.3 seems good. What about these? Yeah, those are good. Just gotta make sure those are nice and clean. Okay. Yeah, these trimmed. Yeah, that's good. Seems good. Alright, let's place this back where it goes. call her a day. Yeah, we did the thing. Pay me. Pay me the money. I cut your grass and it's beautiful. Yeah, sweet. Okay. Only $24 in fines. That's pretty good. I do say so myself, you know. I mean, I feel pretty good about that. So this is an eco or an ego. How many? Okay, so I have 1,217. What is that? Euros? Is that what we decided those were? You should cut down every piece of vegetation down to bare minimum and see what. Challenge accepted. There are some hefty boys on over here. Like what? Look at this.
On May 7th, 2024, MichaelK said, "She doesn't know that we're sneaking into the back door."
Oh no. Oh no. I had no idea what kind of nightmarish scenario that quote was going to be someday. I had no idea. But look at this lawnmower. Speaking of back doors, look at that. Oh. I have nothing to say. Okay. So yeah, we don't need any of that. Can I upgrade this in some way, shape or form, something? I can get a new. Whoa. I've never seen one like that before. That's serious business. You got double handles for the dual wielding action. I did not mean to do that. Okay, so I don't I can apply for a loan. Seems fine. I don't see any problem with that. Starter loan. Oh, I need more money. Wait. Oh no, that is the amount that I apply for. Okay, so I can actually get a loan of but I need credit. I need credible rank. All right. Unbelievable. Okay, I guess we're sticking with this peasant equipment here. So, okay, so we cannot do this one. Complexity. Bro, they don't pay you anything for this stuff. All right, this is the only one we can do, I guess. Oh, what? Man, what if I can't afford that? What is a grass cutter to do here? It ain't got no gas. The player must be assigned to a contract. Yeah, literally all I do here is I pick up litter. We did that earlier. This one. Here's the problem. There are only 3. I guess I have to do this. I guess that's what you're telling me. I have to go and pick up litter. All in a day's work, I guess. All in a day's work. All right, let's walk around and pick up junk off the ground, I guess. I don't know what else to do. It's like, why is this here? What monster leaves that there? These houses look very interesting. I wonder what's in this backpack. I really wish I could break this game right now. Truly, that's what I want to do. That's kind of my goal. But, you know. E-charge. You ain't plugged in to your E-charge Plus. I wonder if I could charge my lawnmower there. That'd be cool. That'd be straight up convenient. Just plug right in. It's probably fine. I see no problem whatsoever. I totally thought that was a bird. I was about to just like walk at it with my body. Yeah, it's totally fine to just walk up and use people's stuff, right? That reminds me. So this is a long story. So I don't think I've told you guys this about the. This isn't lawn mowing. 1 out of 10. I agree. So once upon a time, I lived in this house, and it was actually the first house that my wife and I lived in when we got married. And the reason that we rented this house was because it was advertised literally in all caps. It said in the ad, huge backyard, okay? This will come into play later on in the story. So, it definitely had a huge backyard, but it was more of a side yard, okay? So, like, imagine the backyard is not very deep, but then it swoops around and, like, it's this whole side of the house, large backyard, whatever. So the reason for this is because I played drums and I wanted to, you know, it gave us a little bit of a distance between our house and the houses around us, so I could play drums and not disrupt all the neighbors and yada yada yada, all that stuff. So we move into the house, and it's kind of this whole thing. Like, there were just like little issues here and there all over the place with this. We were renting it, BTW. Little issues all over the place. We were so excited about the house when we were looking at it and we rented it. We were literally moving in, and we're like, wait, where's the pantry in this house? And there's no pantry in the house, nowhere to put like kitchen stuff. There was nothing like that. So we wound up actually having to use like a random closet in the house to put like, canned food and that kind of thing. So that was a thing. Somehow, for some reason, I forgot to like examine the attic and see like what the attic was. Literally, the attic in this house was so small, it was enough for the hot water heater and a Christmas tree, and that was it. Like, it was literally the smallest attic I have ever seen in a house. Like, you could literally just take one step into it, and that was it. So anyway, things were not great. It was like we kept on randomly having issues. Like, another day was taking a shower and a wasp entered the bathroom, and apparently there were wasps entering the bathroom through the vent in the ceiling, like through the bathroom fan vent. So that was great. Amazing. Anyway, so one day, and this was like 6 months or so after we moved into the house, we woke up to somebody tearing down our fence. And I was like, what actually in the hickory dickory dock is going on right now? And this guy had jumped over our fence and was tearing down our fence, and was like, what, literally what? And so I run out there. I don't even remember what I said, but I got them to stop. and they called their boss, and I talked to the guy on the phone, and he was like, "Yeah, we're tearing down the fence and building a house." And I was just like, I'm sorry, what is happening right now? So my wife ends up talking to the leasing company, and literally ends up talking to the owner of the leasing company, who is like their last name is in the name of the leasing company, and is like literally like trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Long story short, the leasing company, and at somewhere along the way, there was a lot, a house lot of land next to ours that the people who owned our house just decided they were going to extend the fence onto and claim it as their own? Question mark? Double question mark, exclamation point, question mark, dot, question mark. Like, what? Who does that? Who just randomly decides, oh, I guess this is mine now, since there's no house here. And so this happened somewhere along the way. And then, yes, my backyard got conquered. Exactly right. And the leasing company thought that they owned the land, the whole plot of land. So they, advertised the house as having a huge all caps backyard. Turns out they didn't even own the backyard. The backyard belonged to someone else, but they were renting it to us. So that was a thing. That was a whole thing. And so for the next 6 months of us living in this house, and this lot was very close to the house. So when I say there were like, I don't know, maybe like 6 feet between the houses, like, yeah, it was very close. And so there's a whole time that they were building this house. It was just chaos. It was actual living, breathing chaos. And they would throw like all of the wood, the wood that was unused. They would, like, one time I walked out there, and one of the guys was just like randomly had like some I don't even remember what it was, if it was a power washer or something. He had something hooked up to our hose, and he knew that he wasn't supposed to do that, but he did it anyway. The reason I knew it is because my office was literally on the other side of the I was working from home at the time, and my office was literally on the other side of where the faucet was on the outside of the house. So I heard it get finagled with and turn on, and I just walked out there and I just looked, and I saw bro just like he used our hose too. So he just like unplug through the hose really quick, like, la la la, nothing to see here, nothing is happening, it's fine, there's nothing going on out here. I don't know what you're talking about. These are not the droids you're looking for. So it was a whole thing. And then at the end of the whole extravaganza, when it was time to renew our lease, they wanted to raise our rent. And we were just like, no, we are straight up done here. Peace out. Enjoy life. GG. HF. Goodbye. Yes, of course they wanted to raise rent, even though, like, even after all of that, technically the house that we were renting, like, the whole package got smaller. Like, yeah, it was a whole thing. So I'm very, very thankful to be on the other side of all of that. And actually, it turned out to be a really good thing. It was one of those blessings in disguise, because we wound up renting a house from a couple that actually lived behind us. They were amazing, very, very, very nice couple, and the husband, he was like a contractor, handyman kind of guy, and he just loved working on houses. And so he was just like, anytime we had any issue, he would just like be there and like fix the thing or whatever it was immediately. And we actually we were like, they'd have us over sometimes for like dinner and stuff like that. So it was really, really cool. The whole package got smoked. Yeah. It's always unfortunate when that happens, you know what I'm saying? Where is this trash that's on the ground? Probably some freaking landmine. Okay. All right. Do I have... Yep. There's that.
On June 11th, 2024, MichaelK said, "Don't touch spiked fan things."
That is wise advice. Wise advice from a wise man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what are we doing here? 7 to 8. So we need to start our dingle hopper. And 7 to 8. So let's do 7. And then we're going to do that. And we're going to go forward. We're going to engage our blades. Oh, yeah. This is one of those situations where we got to empty grass. We actually didn't do that at all on the last one. Guess we didn't need to. Guess it was perfectly fine. So yeah, I'm gonna miss all that. I'm gonna come back through here with the weed eater. We're gonna do it that way. I mean, it is very valid advice, TBH. Oh yeah. There's not a whole lot of vegetation on this plantation. Like there's just not a whole lot. These bushes look a little tragic. Yep. This is good. It's great. I wonder if at some point over time of randomly playing this game, if we can actually get enough money to invest in an HQ. I wonder what the heck you do with an HQ in lawn mowing simulator. Whoop. Oh, I keep randomly doing that. Lawnmower Avengers HQ. It very well might be. Hopefully in doing the HQ thing, they actually let you design it a little bit and do some cool stuff. That'd be neat. There's like some weird like texture warping. Something is happening with the grass and it's just like tripping me out right now. It's an illusion. You are overloading your engine. Oh yeah, the grass is kind of high. Isn't it? Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't actually want to turn the whole thing off. Oh, there's no like real throttle adjustment here. It's just like it's all or nothing. 'Cause I want it all. Whoa, was I on the wrong blade height or did I just totally screw that up? There it is. Okay. That could have been tragic. That could have been tragic. Wait, it is 7 to 8, right? Yeah. Teddy, hello. How's it going? Welcome. Hopefully doing fantastic today. I'm assuming you're talking about the fact that I was playing Sonic Chaos, and now I'm playing Lawnmower Simulator. That is, in fact, what happened here. So, there's that. It reset when I shut it off. That is not accurate to how a lawnmower would actually work. Oh yeah, going too fast. Gotta slow it down occasionally. Are you telling me? Are you actually telling me that you want me to cut this at a higher blade height? And then go back over it? That is just flat out not happening. Oh, I do need to empty the hopper. Do 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 do. All right. Let's do this. Some of that. We did the thing. That was great. We have emptied the thing. Now let's get back to it. This grass actually is very high. It's pretty high. It's pretty high. Do some damage. Boo 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 boo. Seems good. This is a professional cutting job. Profesh. Whoa. We're in the red. You don't want your junk to be in the red, you know what I'm saying? Let's back her up. Old snapper mower. I know exactly what you're talking about, Will. My grandfather had a snapper mower as well. That water looks very not legit. Let's do one of these maneuvers here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Oh, I guess that's how you put wear on your engine. Is when you drive a lawnmower that is not a snapper, and you try to eat all this grass in the process. Just got to go a little slower. Don't want to do it all at once. Whoop. Yeah, it was good. It was great. Sure wish I had some like zero turn nonsense here. Whew. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. Making it happen. Whoa. Man, they just don't want me blasting across all this grass here. Yeah, you don't need all that. None of that's for you. Yeah. It's good. I don't feel totally and completely restricted here. Happy dude, welcome. Yes, we completed Sonic Chaos, and we're winding down the stream here by cutting some virtual grass blades. And apparently my mower cannot handle this yard. So that's unfortunate. You gotta go a little slower. Gotta not hold down the analog trigger the whole way, so we don't go full blast like that. Well, actually, this is fine. Just go, whoa, that's too much. That's too much. Mm-hmm. Seems good. Seems fine. I don't see any problem here. As you do. Makes sense. Makes total and complete sense. Okay, whoa. You did it, do. All right. Whoa. I keep hitting the freaking button. Yeah, that job over there by that tree isn't my finest work, but it'll pay the bills, you know. It'll straight up pay the bills. Sometimes that's what you need. I have a lawn mowing HQ in my brain right now. A vision. I have a vision. I need this in my life. For what's our company called? Grass by Peck. A Grass by Peck HQ. I wonder what happens if I just say whatever. I don't even care. I am cutting this grass. Doesn't matter if my engine blows up or what. Oh, that actually does put some significant wear on. Yeah, let's not do that. We don't want any explosions to happen here. Outer Wild 100% base game shipless. Isn't the entire game where you travel in space? That's pretty interesting. Well, dude, Outer Wild, first of all, Outer Wilds, I will die on this soapbox. That's like one of the best games I have ever played. Outer Wilds. Not Outer Worlds, but Outer Wilds. There's not really just the space. The ship is to get you between the different planets. The bulk of what you do is on the planets themselves. But that game is so good. I know I've talked about it on here before, but yeah, it's basically the game it's like a 22-minute time loop, I think. Something like that, 22-minute time loop, and every time you die or you get to the end of the time loop, it restarts, and there are these like little trinkets of story all over the place, and basically you're just trying to figure out what is going on and how to stop it from looping. And it is such a phenomenal game, and it's one of those where it is like an open world kind of game, so you can go to any planet you want to, and it's really cool because it is like a time travel-esque kind of thing. So since it's a time loop, there are things. I don't think this is a spoiler at all, but there are things that are occurring all over the galaxy, and different things that are basically the galaxy is. The whole system is falling apart and collapsing and everything. As the Nintendo Direct once said, you have 22 minutes before the solar system is destroyed. Yeah, you can basically there's all this stuff is happening on all these different planets at the same time. So a lot of things that you do require you to visit planets at specific times to be able to do specific things. And sometimes something that's happening on one planet is going to affect another planet. And generally speaking, so since it's kind of open world, I would say it's open world. It's like open-ended, but everything is like all the little things story elements that you discover are spaced enough apart to where you don't really have to go that far to discover something new, and it points you in the direction of something else. So I literally cannot say enough good things about this game. It is so good. It is so good. Highly recommend it, and it's so well done, because you can get in your spaceship and fly to another planet, and it's just totally seamless. The game does not load. Like, you do not see any loading screens or anything like that. You get in your ship, you fly to another planet, you like enter the gravitational pull of the planet. The gravity situation is different on every planet. It is a phenomenal game. Like, literally one of the best games I've ever played. Anyway, I say all that to say 100% shipless is very interesting. I wonder if that involves some kind of bug to get to where you need to get to do the last sequence. Because also the thing that makes the game really cool is that if you know what to do, you can just straight up go and beat it almost immediately once you have access to your ship. Or, well, I guess you don't even need access to your ship according to what Happy Tune said there. But you can go beat the game very quickly right off the bat. So I love that kind of thing. I just saw what you said, Will. Owner-operator Rod. I really wish that Rod could have long hair in this. That would really seal the whole deal. This grass is quite the situation. Quite the situation here. Putting some wear and tear, some strain on the old lawnmower here. I gotta go empty the grass. So let's do that over here now. Like I wonder if the grass carries over from the last house or if it actually empties it. I don't know. How do we get out of here? It's over here? Yeah. Seems good. I'm working on it, guy. Love it. All right. And we're back. We're back making that money. You know what I'm saying? It's good. Yo-doo-doo, yo-doo-doo. Missed some grass. Overloading the engine. Hopefully nothing explodes in a fiery ball of fire. Bro, this yard is a mess. This yard is a hot, hot mess. Are any of you guys playing any cool games right now? Anybody playing anything anything fun? Like I mentioned a little bit ago, I'm playing Bayonetta 3 right now. I love the Bayonetta series. It's just, I love how over the top and ridiculous it is. But this one specifically is very, very over the top. There's just like so much going on, and it's interesting because there are a lot of different gameplay elements in it. So like there's the typical like hack and slash Bayonetta style stuff, but then there's also like kind of like almost Star Fox or Panzer Dragoon style flying shooting kind of things. There's some stages that are like the elevator action. If you guys have ever played the elevator action games, where it's like a 2D side scroller deal where you're like you're controlling a person that can go up and down elevators, and then there are other enemies that you need to slay along the way. But I'm really enjoying it, and the soundtrack is spot on. I highly recommend checking out the Bayonetta 3 soundtrack. All the games have great soundtracks, but this one specifically has been really good. Been playing a lot of Lethal Company. I've been wanting to. I want to play Lethal Company. Like I really want to play that game. There was another one I saw. I was watching Markiplier and his buddies play. I can't remember what it was called. It's like some kind of social media simulator kind of thing, where you're like on some planet or something, and it's like really dangerous, and basically what you want to do, like it's like the whole buddy kind of thing where you wind up you're with your friends, and then you have like a video camera, and one of your friends is like filming you like do like basically get killed or eaten by monsters or fall off a crane like to your death or whatever. All this kind of ridiculous. It's very cartoonish, and the whole goal is to get good social media, get the likes, you know. And that's cool that you got Sonic Unleashed running on your computer. I never beat that game. I really need to go back and replay that one and actually finish it. The spiral bulbs that first came out to replace the old traditional light bulbs. I do, in fact, Will. I do. I actually just came across one yesterday in a box. I had several of those in a box. Had one left in a lamp and it just burned out. I bought those bulbs in 2007. That is impressive. That is quite impressive. I don't know how much life the ones that I have in them, but I think there were like two of them. They're very yellowed, so like I don't know. They've been around long enough to where they've gotten hot enough to get yellow and like change color and all kinds of whack stuff. Never would have thought a day in my life that you watched Markiplier. Yeah, I've watched Markiplier for a long time, actually. Trying to think what year that would have been. Probably mainly around like 2016, I think. right? I think something like that. Mainly, I just I originally, or was it? Was it before that? No. It was like, yeah, no, it was like 2015, 2016, because I first started watching him because I came across his playthrough of PT, which is the Silent Hills playable teaser, and started watching him from that, and started watching some of the horror stuff that he did and all that stuff. But yeah, I've watched Markiplier for a long time. It's kind of my YouTube comfort food, I guess. I'm not like camping out for every new video that he does, but I definitely check in from time to time and listen to his podcast here and there. Did he finish Iron Lung? I'm actually not sure. I haven't watched a video where he's talked about that recently, so I'm not entirely sure. The new LED bulb just put in looks like the sun compared to the old spiral bulb. Yeah, those the newer LED bulbs they've come a long way. They've definitely come a long way. Do, 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 do. Yeah, a lot of times when I think of Markiplier, I think a lot of the, like, I feel like he doesn't play as many like rage-inducing games as he used to, but yeah, like I think about like when he would play. I talked about this not too long ago. Octodad. Octodad, and I know I talked about this a little bit when we were playing Getting Over It, but Octodad is just, you play as an octopus that's disguised as a human father who has a human wife and human kids. It's best to not ask questions about that, and the controls are crazy, and it's basically you're just trying to do normal everyday tasks, and it's about as ridiculous to control as you can imagine. So, but specifically, I always think about this. He was playing, there's this science museum part in the middle of the game where you have to get to this the top of this jungle gym thing. And it's one of those, bro, where you get all the way to the top and then you can totally mess up and fall to oblivion. And that is where your soul will literally leave your body and you will never be the same person ever again. And that is what happened to him then and there. And he in fact lost his mind, and several very colorful words were said in that moment. So, yeah. You've seen gameplay of that. Excellent. I have played through that game. I love that game. It can be very difficult at times, but it's fun. It's fun. There's a DLC though that I have not played that I would like to play. It's on the list somewhere. When does the Steam Summer Sale end? I think it goes on for a while. I need to see if I can get the DLC for Octodad and a difficult game about climbing. With hopefully the goal would be to not lose all of my sanity while on stream. Ends July 11th. Okay, so I still have time. I'm gonna try to remember to look at that tomorrow. Okay, this freaking shed here is in my way. Can't see. I guess this is when I should go into... Well, that actually sucks. I can't do anything that way. Keep forgetting I can change the camera, like, up. Angle it up, so that's a little helpful for this kind of situation. Oh, I just saw what you said, Super Duck. So, Iron Lung is finished, just not released yet. That's cool. Getting a little dizzy here. Let me get this. Whoop. Some of that. Some of this. Look at these advanced maneuvers. All these advanced maneuvers here. I'm a professional grass cutter. Rodimus Prime, as I have been called from time to time. All right. Let's put our junk away and pull out the weed whacker. And get off. Thank you. And then grab this. Let's go do the do. Yep. Oh, look at that.
On April 15th, 2024, MichaelK said, straight up dingus move.
Mm-hmm. I don't doubt that in the slightest. Pick up grass. I'm sorry, what? Huh? I'm sorry, what? What am I doing? Why am I picking up grass? No, I'm not picking up grass. You can keep your grass. Looks just fine the way it is. Look at all that. Why'd I pick up grass? It makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. Let's fix this. Looking pretty good over here. Get this stupid bush out of the way. Let's chop down all this weedery here. Get on out there with all that junk. Don't need that. Get on in there. Get on in there. Yep. Chopping these, chopping those, chopping this. Yeah. Seems good. Seems good. We're rocking it. We're doing pretty well here. Pretty well. Get out of the way. Thanks. Seems good. Oh, look at that. Look at that. 99.4 percentile. Yep. Got some of this action. I really wish I could put this in the water and make it go all which way, but apparently that's not a thing, so. Around the tree here. Do an advanced around the tree strat. Look at that. Oh, missed some here. Ooh, look at that. Get on in there. Get on in there. Got him. Sweet. Cool. All right. Looks good. Feel good about it. Feel great about it. Actually, I wonder if I should, let me go ahead and, what have I done? I'm going to get on the vehicle for a second, and we're going to start the engine because I want to actually empty this junk. I want to empty the hopper before we go back to home base, which, well, actually we don't have a home base, unfortunately, because we can't afford it just yet, but it'll be fine because someday we will, in fact, be rich enough to afford a grass by peck or buy grass peck, whatever the name of our company is. We'll be able to afford an HQ for it, so that'll be nice, and we can store and display our museum of lawn equipment for the general public to come and view, and it'll be good. It'll be great. Seems good. All right. I feel good about where we are right now with this and the growth of our company. And we only have 1,700-ish doll hair things. So
Will just donated $5 and said, fun stream. I've got to get off for the night. Here's a little bit to help clear the wish list on Steam. Grass by peck for life.
Well, I appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that. And that will go to good use. That will absolutely go to good use. And we will be making some purchases here very shortly for basically for your consumption. So anyway, again, thank you for that super chat. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your short week and an excellent 4-day weekend this weekend. And we'll catch you later. And speaking of catching people later, I'm gonna wrap up here. Just wanted to see what my financial situation looks like. I don't know how I get a more credible rank. Like the amount of money that I would have to pay for an HQ. Wait, what? Are you sure you want to upgrade red wall building? This will take 7 days to complete cost. I do have an HQ. I'm very confused. I'm just very confused what the purpose of the HQ thing is. I can't, like, go there. I guess maybe it doesn't matter at all. Maybe the whole point of this, of the whole point of the HQ is just how many. Yeah, that's got to be it. It's how many garage bays you have to store equipment. So you can probably have more than one lawnmower. Like this is all I got right now. Just this and the weed eater and my truck and my trailer. That's all Rod needs to get this company off the ground. But, you know, here we are. Monthly maintenance amount. Wait, if we upgrade it, what does it do? Oh, it adds a bay. Okay. So I can add a bay. I don't really need another bay right now. I need to save up some money. I'd really, can you sell? You can, in fact, sell a vehicle. You cannot sell your only vehicle. Makes sense. But we can replace it at some point. I don't really know how this one is better than this one. It doesn't seem that it is. Even though it costs more, it doesn't seem like it is. The blade, this is a wider deck on it. And this boy has a wider deck too. I really want to get up here in this zero turn region. That's the dream. You know what I'm saying? It's got 100 and just sell your only vehicle and cut the grass with scissors. That sounds like an actual living, breathing nightmare. I had a friend growing up that his dad made him cut the grass. For some reason, he had, and they had a very big yard. He made him cut the grass with one of those push mowers that, like, with the spinning blades, or, you know, the self, like, you have to push it to, like, the really old fashioned, like, spinning blade. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even know how to describe exactly what it is, because every time I go to describe it, it just sounds like a regular lawnmower. But a human propelled, zero power at all mower that you push, and then the wheels turn the blades and cut the grass. So yeah, I'm not sure what the lesson was there, but yeah. Yeah, this is the dream. How much is one of these? Okay, so I wonder what the situation here is with the electric. Like, you have to charge it in some way or whatever. I'm sure there's some whackness with that you have to keep up with. But I want to save up for one of these zero turn boys. I think that's going to make our life a whole lot easier. So, that whole thing. All right. Cyberspace. Let me do something and pause this. Okay. Cyberspace, it's been real. It's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for joining me on this journey through Sonic Chaos on the Sega Master System, and then the wind down session here by cutting some virtual grass. It's always a pleasure to cut some grass with all of you fellow cyberspace dwellers. So, like I said, what's on the horizon? Stream next Tuesday. We're going to be streaming Doki Doki Panic on the Famicom Disk System. There will be a new song released not this weekend, but the next weekend, a week from Saturday. That's July 13th. And tomorrow there will be a new member video for members of the MK fam out there in cyberspace land. Everybody, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of the week. And if you have some time off this week from work and school and all that kind of stuff, I hope it's fantastic. And I will catch you all very, very soon for some more MichaelK TV. Deuces.